This is Paul for Redneck Sports. I believe that everybody should win in life, or at least attempt to. The first three maxims of General Robert Nealon's game maxims, I believe apply to everybody. The team that makes the fewest mistakes will win. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. If at first the game or the breaks go against you, don't let up. Put on more steam. Welcome to the channel. Now let's discuss some sports. Oh, and if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment. And I've got a link tree down below that's got my social media, and it has my Patreon if you want to help out. Thank y'all. I picked up the book, The Price. It's by Armen Keteyian and John Talty. What It Takes to Win in College Football's Era of Chaos. I couldn't put this book down. Oh my lord. I couldn't put this book down. I had two good books. I've got one on my politics channel. Holy cow, this book it talks about what's going on with NIL, with the transfer portal. You know, Nick Saban and all these other people, the Maryland football team. It's talking about how NIL has impacted Division I football. It also talks about the history of Division I football and why it was the way it was before NIL, and how, well, NCAA keeps losing these lawsuits. So there's been all this chaos. Well, wow, this book goes into it. So let me do you a review on this one. Okay, I'm not going to get into all the history and everything that it talks about, but let me tell you what it talks about with Nick Saban. Oh my God. The process, as it's called, and what he created at Alabama and what he did at LSU. But at Alabama, he created a chain of coaches that are doing things that are amazing. Look at Kirby Smart at Georgia, Steve Sarkisian, all these coaches. I mean, there's just coach after coach after coach, and they're winning. No matter what, they're winning. Nick Saban is, you're given a look into Nick Saban in a way that most books don't. They go into what he does when it comes to football and all this, but no, this goes into so much more. This actually talks about Miss Terry and how she does everything, and how Saban started getting tired of what was going on with football, and how he was getting tired of just the basic stupidity of what's going on. A person that I didn't know anything about before I read this book is Mike Locksley. He is the coach at Maryland, and he came up under Saban. He was he held several positions: co-offensive coordinator, wide receiver coach. He also was the interim head coach at Maryland before he went to Alabama. He was offensive coordinator and QB coach at Maryland in 2012 to 2015. He was head coach at New Mexico, offensive coordinator at Illinois, tight end coach and quarterback coach. Florida, he was running back. You know, he's got a history, but he really learned a lot, if you ask him, from Saban. Okay, he's not had the best record necessarily at Maryland compared to a lot of people. This year, he is currently like 4-5, but that's just it. First season, 3-9, 2-3 this 2020 season. That was the pandemic season. He went 7-6, 8-5, 8-5, and this year, okay, he's having a bad season this year. Big deal. Seriously, big deal. Um, but that's just it. Like what he's done, and it explains what it took to even get winning seasons at Maryland in this new era. So you've got Saban's elite, and you've got Loxley as the person going to a school that really doesn't have those kinds of resources. And and that's an aspect that I think people should look at. If you get a chance to pick up the price, I say do it, especially if you're a college football fan or if you just want to understand NIL. This explains it so well. It explains how these mega donor schools are able to do what they're able to do. And I'm a University of Tennessee fan, and I'm still looking at how much we're paying Nico Iamaleava, and I'm going, like, really? You're paying him that much? Whereas you've got people like Mike Loxley at Maryland or, say, Arizona schools, these schools that don't have that backing, and they're having to struggle to get a chance to get a winning season because, yeah, they're getting players, but these players are, once they're coached to the point that they're actually a good player, then they're going, well, we need money. And they're transferring out if they don't get this kind of money. And it's a frustration. And then there's the simple fact of the NCAA is, in my opinion, one of the most corrupt organizations that we've had in this country for a long time. And, well, their corruption and basic uselessness is showing. And this book goes into all of that. So if you get a chance, The Price is an amazing book to read. So pick it up. Really good book. I can't say enough good things about it. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye. Thank you for watching this video. I've had some fairly good success with all of my Redneck Sports stuff, and I hope you enjoyed the topic. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that rigmarole, and also just let me know what you want to hear about. I'll give a redneck spin to this stuff. Let me tell you, I love sports. So I love people that want to join me in that. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.